It's easy to give up.
Hell yeah.
It's the easiest thing in the world to do. I'm done. I ain't going. I ain't gonna keep going.
Yeah,
I don't feel like going to work.
The
I'm
one,
done.
yeah, man.
It's easy. It's very easy. But what's hard is going, yesterday I got nothing from working as hard as I could. Nothing happened from that. I'm gonna do the same thing again today, but I'm gonna try to go harder. That's the hardest thing in the world. To get up every day and give 100% and be in the same position that you were each day, but mentally know that you're trying and trying and trying. That's a real.
So many people are suffering from so many things in this world at this moment, but yet you're complaining. So many people in this world right now wish they could trade places with you, but yet you're still complaining. You don't have that right to just give up. You don't have that right to just throw in the towel and say that it's over for you. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to understand that the reason that you are existing in this world right now is because you have things that must be done, and only certain people are qualified to take it to the level that it needs to be taken to. For there should never be a limitation to wherever it is that you are seeking and how far you are willing to travel and how far you are willing to go.
She said, when you get into a tight spot and everything goes against you until it seems that you cannot hold on for a minute longer, never give up then, for that is just the place and time that the tide will turn. Never give up then, and that is so important. When you're working on doing the things you want to do and fulfilling your dream, and things happen, there are times when your energy feels so depleted that you want to give up, but it looks just totally impossible. And I can tell you from my own personal experience, don't give up then. That's when you've got to fall forward, when life is kicking dirt in your face. Don't give up then. That's when most people turn back. Most people will tuck their tails between their legs and they will run in the opposite direction and say, that's all right, life, I don't want this. No, no, no. If you've decided that this is what you want to do, you've got to become courageous to stand up within yourself, to face it and step forward. And ladies and gentlemen, that is what gives your life meaning. Those things will begin to strengthen you like you can never begin to imagine. And I tell you, one of the most painful experiences I had in my life was also one of the most enriching, because they say that pain opens the space in the heart for joy. And because I did not buy into something, because I caught myself at a critical point and was able to back up and look at it, I was able to become free of the effects of what could have been a tragic situation for me and move on and do something about it. But I learned in the process that I had to learn to surrender and give certain things up. See, in life, everything that happens to you, there's a lesson in it. There's a lesson in it for you. If you look at it, whatever happens to you, just look at it and view life that you're a student of the universe and say, what's in here for me to learn?
People love to see successful stories, but most of the success stories, they succeed because of the mistakes. I encourage all the young people, entrepreneurs, to learn from the mistakes. Do not study successful stories. Successful stories in the Harvard Business School, normally, there are a lot of things behind you don't know. But if you learn from the mistakes, if you learn, especially the failure case studies, it's going to help you. What I will say is not about you learn from mistakes does not mean you will avoid mistakes. You will learn the attitude towards these mistakes and never give up fighting again. So if you fight only for next quarter, how can you survive in such a turbulent times? You have to believe the future. You have to continue to the future. You have to stay focused. As I said to myself early days, if there are 9 rabbits on the ground, if you want to catch the rabbit, don't change the rabbit, change yourself, stick to one rabbit. If you have the dream, stick to the dream. That is what I believe. So this is what I want to say is that Alibaba started 18 years ago. We never changed our dream. We believe e-commerce. We believe internet. We believe by helping young people, helping small business, and helping empower women, we will have the future. The difference between last century and this century, the difference between IT and DT is IT, empower yourself. DT, empower others. When you help others, you are helping yourselves. This is what we believe. From nobody, from nothing, we have got from 18 people to 50,000 people. From nobody come to sell and buy, we got 500 million, more than 500 million users. And every day, 200 million people come to sell and buy on the Alibaba site.
To provide value in the world, you need to know things. And you're only going to know things through pain and suffering. I think that God teaches you through pain and suffering. Every single time you suffer pain, you are learning a lesson. And to be honest with you, I don't think men learn lessons any other way. I don't think we are capable of learning lessons without pain.
You ain't nobody. If you can't pass that bar exam, you ain't nobody. You went to school to be a doctor, you failed. You ain't nobody. Your mama don't love you. You ain't nobody. Your best friend took your man. You ain't nobody. You ain't nothing. All the other stuff God has done for us don't mean nothing. But the devil gonna torment you with one little area, and he gonna run you in the ground with that one thing. You better look through God's eyes and stop looking at through your circumstances. You better start looking through God's eyes and stop looking at your credit score. You better start looking through eyes. He said eyes have not seen. So if your eyes can't see, you better start using his. Ears have not heard, since your ears can't hear. Listen to what God is saying and speaking. He says your heart cannot imagine. Start using God's imagine. My thoughts are not your thoughts, and my ways are not your ways. God has a plan for you, and it's time for you to let God start using you in the way he wants to use you. I walk everywhere I go, I walk, and they say, who do you think you are? I said, I think I'm a royal priesthood and a chosen generation. I think I'm above and not beneath. I think I'm a lender and not a borrower. I ain't said nothing about you. Are you offended? Because I know who I am. I don't care if I'm in Kentucky. I don't care if I'm in Alabama. I don't care if I'm in Vancouver. I walk like I'm somebody because I am somebody. I'm telling you right now, stop going to that bank with your head down. Stop going to that bank. Stop going to that institution. Why? You walk in there like you a royal priesthood. You walk like you somebody because you are somebody. Care nothing about no divorce. I don't care nothing about you didn't pass your bar exam. You walk like he said who you were, not who they say you are. I want you to walk out of here in the victory. I want you to walk out of here whoever you are. I don't care what you've done. God says, I will throw it in the depths of the sea, never to remember it again, and far enough in the depths that they can't go get it. Come on, we're going to get the victory. Whatever that thing is, I want you to go back as far as you can go back, and I want you to stop reliving all of that, because we keep saying going forward, but you can't keep going forward because you keep reliving it.